pounder. What's up, everyone? Andrew Full here from Full Fishing Guide Service, and today we're going to talk about probably the most important thing to deep water Lake Erie smallmouth fishing, and that is, or just deep water finesse fishing period, and that is the best drop shot rod ever. When I say the best drop shot rod ever, I take that to heart because that is possibly my favorite way to finesse fish, is with the drop shot. And I've held 15 to 25, I don't know the exact number, but in that range of drop shot rods. And up until this point, there was only one that I really liked, and that was an old gray blank Shimano Kumara. And if you follow the Serious Angler page, which will be tagged down below, you will see that we put a video out over there about me talking about the Shimano Kumara and how much I absolutely love that rod. So let's fast forward now. It's 2022 and we have teamed up with a new rod company, and that is all thanks to my buddy Joe LaBarbera. We were up steelhead fishing on the Salmon River, and he brings the Alpha Angler spy bait rod with him, the finesse hair jig spy bait rod. And he puts it in my hand, and the first thing I do is I load the rod up. And I'm like, oh, this feels like the Kumara. The action is perfect, it's lighter, and it's got a little bit more power in the backbone. And that also could be because that rod was almost 20 years old at this point. So, without further ado, the best drop shot rod that I have found to date, and I am absolutely in love with it, and that is the Alpha Angler spy bait rod. I hope you can see this here. It is a 7'2", medium heavy, fast action rod. It loads incredibly while fighting fish when you're setting the hook, driving that hook home. The line rating is 4 to 12 pound test. So what I run on it is 8-pound braid with the Tatula 3000. That balances this rod out beautifully. So you get no fatigue as you're fighting fish, as you're holding the rod for 8, 10, 12 hours. And that's extremely important to me personally because I have some elbow issues with some nerves and stuff like that, cartilage. It's not fun, tendons, whatever. That's besides the point. So I like extremely light, extremely sensitive rods and ones that aren't going to break. And that is what I have found so far in the Alpha Angler. In the month that I've had it in my hand, I have literally put it through the test, throwing drop shots, Ned rigs, small swim baits, tubes, and guess what? It answers the bell on all of them. Alpha Angler tries to do something that no other rod company does. And all of their rods can fish multiple techniques. And that is why I love this rod. At first I was like, oh, this is gonna be a filthy Ned rig rod. And guess what? It is. But once I throw a drop shot on it, I set down my old Shimano Kumara. It is now in my basement. And on my deck, all I have are Alpha Angler spy bait rods and a wrench. And the wrench I like for heavy Neds, small swim baits, and tubes. But that is besides the fact. This rod comes in at right around $300, and I can guarantee you it is quite possibly, the most sensitive, balanced rod you will ever use in your life with a 3000 size reel. The only leader size I ever use on my drop shot is 6-pound test. I believe on here it is Gamma Edge. It's strong as can be. So, if you guys are in the market for the best drop shot rod that you can find, do not sleep on the Alpha Angler spy bait rod. 7'2", like I said, medium fast. It's almost more like an extra fast tip, and I thoroughly love that because I can feel the bites. I feel it all the way into the reel handle when they bite it, and you're able, like I said, to drive that hook home and get them in the boat quicker. So that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in today. and hearing about the best drop shot rod ever. So down in the comments, I'm going to ask you to drop your favorite drop shot rod setup, line, reel, hook, leader, bait, what you like down in the comments below. And if you're feeling extremely generous, please hit the subscribe button and go take a look at all of our other videos. Until next time, I greatly appreciate everyone, and you guys have a great day. That feels like a good one. Not giant, but fun-sized. Look how he ate that flatworm. It is gone. Nice chunk. 2.5 pound male. Beautiful fish. Let's get him returned here so that he can live to grow up. This fish is gonna be real big one day. You can see how tall he is, but that was awesome. See you, buddy.